Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for Sketchbook Sunday, episode 39. I'm working in my Moleskine sketchbook with my Gamblin Artist Oils, and I'm using Galkit as my medium to decrease the drying time, basically to speed it up, and it'll dry very quickly. Probably in a day or two, I'll be able to close my sketchbook. Something else to note if you've never painted with oils before, or this is the first time you're ever watching one of my Sketchbook Sunday videos, I prime the pages with an acrylic gesso. This gives the oil paint something to bind to instead of seeping through the paper and just ruining the sketchbook, which will very likely happen, but it's very important to prime your surface. There are some papers that are specifically made for oil painting, and I'm pretty sure you might not have to prime them, but that's not what this Moleskine is for. It's actually for sketching. I, however, like to break the rules, and I found a way around it, which is basically just to prime the page with gesso, and that way I can use it for both sketching and painting. I'm currently doing a 20% off print sale in my art store, so you can get 20% off with the discount code Happy Holidays at lenadaniastore.com, which is my official art store. So thank you so much for all of your print orders. I'm working diligently to get them, all the domestic ones, out before Christmas. So I'm painting two separate little snapshots today. I guess I kind of want to call it like a snapshot series, but it's a painting, you know what I mean? It's like a sketch. But the scenes, the landscapes, whatever you want to call it, are from back in September. We were going to be hit with a hurricane, and Hurricane Irma, and it was a very huge, scary storm, and the forecast kept changing. They kept saying, oh, it's just going to trail off into the Atlantic. Oh, then it like kept shifting more and more west. And as all these forecasts were coming out, I was getting hundreds of messages and comments from you guys on social media telling me to leave the state. Like, get out. Oh my God, it's a category 5. Like, you gotta leave. And so like then I kind of panicked even more then. Like, oh my God, this many people are telling me to leave. We should probably go. And eventually they forecasted that it was going to go all along the west coast of Florida, which is where I live. I'm in Southwest Florida, and we live in a small beach town. And it was pretty scary because, you know, we were in an evacuation zone, so we had to evacuate. Like, fire trucks came blaring through our neighborhood ordering mandatory evacuation, and I was super upset because, like, I don't want to lose our home. I don't want to lose my belongings. So, you know, in a state of panic, we pretty much packed up the most important stuff, our pets, which aren't stuff, they're our creatures and our babies, and we packed everyone up and we basically just fled Florida in a state of panic. Or maybe I was the only panicked one. My boyfriend was pretty calm, but I was pretty panicked and upset. And we went to North Carolina and Tennessee. I was posting on my Instagram story like everything as it was happening. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that. But yeah, that was back in September, and on the bright side, everything ended up being okay. The storm weakened a whole bunch before it hit our town, our area. We did unfortunately have friends that lost the roof to their house, and there were some more serious damages, but we were fine. Like, the only thing that happened to us was our fence got a little messed up, but besides that, the house was fine. Everything was fine. There was no storm surge, but it was scary because like the hurricane sucked up all the water, and it was just sand for like a mile, or I don't know how far, but we were like expecting that water to come back with a vengeance. But thankfully we didn't flood. Nothing bad happened to us. I'm so thankful. And in fact, we got to hang out with our friends who also evacuated, and they were in Asheville. So we drove to hang out with them, and I love Asheville. If you guys remember my vlog from last year, we went to New York and then to Asheville, and it was just such an awesome, cute city, so artsy and cozy, and I just love it. I would live there in a heartbeat. But yeah, so it was great. We got to spend time in one of our favorite cities, and we got to hang out with friends. The road trip back was pretty horrendous because it took us like 28 hours of driving because everyone was coming back. Like over 5 million people evacuated for the hurricane. It was crazy, but everything ended up being okay. Getting to come back home was like the best feeling ever. and I feel super fortunate and lucky that everything ended up okay for us. But yeah, that's the story of these paintings. We were in North Carolina. The sunset one, we were driving from Asheville back to our cabin in Tennessee, and then the one on the bottom left, or sorry, the one on the bottom right is we were just kind of exploring during the daytime, and it's the Blue Ridge Mountains, which are so beautiful. North Carolina is so gorgeous. But anyways, so yeah, that's the little story of these sketches. I do have references for these available on my Patreon page if you wanted to paint them for yourself. I post references every single month, so if you're an artist block, I hope those help you out. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed Sketchbook Sunday episode 39. I will be posting more of these. The reason I haven't been is because I've been so busy with my art show, and I was just focusing on those paintings, and I didn't really have time to post as much on YouTube and like record extra videos. I was just trying to pour all my energy into these paintings. But thank you all so much for being so patient with me. I'm so excited to be back and posting and catching up with everything. So love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.